to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley. For the next hour, we are going to be learning some idioms, maybe as well some slang, colloquial expressions, sayings, but mostly idioms. And quite specifically, we're going to be learning idioms that somehow relate to reading. Students will take turns doing some fill-in-the-blank exercises, which will in turn introduce new idioms as we go along. We'll try to brainstorm other idioms or variations of the idioms as much as we can, as well as talk a little bit about them and the situational use of the idioms. Sometimes idioms are used, maybe it's only used for business, maybe it's only used as an exclamation of surprise, maybe it's only used to describe other people, never yourself, things like that. Let me welcome students to the class and we'll get started. Hello, Salvatore. Wow, hey. Long time no see. Hi.
Yes. Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello,
How
hello.
are you?
I'm doing fine.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. I have been in Copenhagen for my holiday, teacher.
Nice.
Okay. And I practiced to speak English because
Great.
there people speak a perfect English, teacher.
Ah, really? Okay. Where again?
Copenhagen in
Copenhagen.
Denmark.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your holiday.
Thank you.
Did you have a nice holiday?
Yes, that I have a great time there, teacher.
Great. Glad to hear it. Well, since you brought it up, and just so you guys know, I will be on holiday for the next 2 weeks, so you guys won't be seeing me for a couple weeks, but I'll be back before Christmas. So hopefully, I hope I have as good a time as you have had. Okay.
Where do you go, teacher? Where
am I going? I'm doing kind of I'm staying here in the Philippines where I live, but I'm doing a lot of traveling around the Philippines. I'm going south, I'm going north, taking a big tour, really. So, should be fun, going a lot of places.
Beautiful.
Going a lot of places I've never been before. So, yeah, I'm excited. Let me also welcome Ken. Hi, Ken.
Yes, hello. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Welcome to the class. And hello to Senia. Hi, Senia. How are you today?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Glad to hear it. Okay, let's get started. We're going to start out kind of warm up by doing a simple fill-in-the-blank exercise looking at some literal meanings, some dictionary meanings of some words which will in turn later in the lesson be keywords in the idioms that we're going to be looking at. So I think it's important that we understand what these keywords mean. So let's do them and talk about them a little bit, maybe talk about other meanings as we go. Let me quickly welcome V to the class. Hi, V.
Hi, Oakley again. How are you?
Hello. Hello again. I'm still doing okay. Thank you. Okay. Salvatore, can you start us off with sentence number 1, please? Choosing from the words up above here.
Okay, I try. Another word for a page in a book is... Another word for a page in a book is a cover.
Well, not really. The cover is the outside part of a book, related to a book. But the actual paper, just a piece of paper inside with the numbers, page 1, page 2, 3, 4, 5. These are called... Yeah, go ahead.
Or is a print?
No.
No.
Those are the, we refer to the actual letters, like the actual letters of the sentence. It's the print. No. Actually, you might not know this. I guess you don't know this. The word is leaf. A word for actually not just a page in a book, but a single sheet of paper. Okay. You may or may not have heard of a loose leaf notebook. This is the in it. A loose leaf notebook has 3 rings in it, and you punch holes in the paper, and you slide the paper through the rings. It's loose leaf because you can unclasp the rings, and the leaf or the sheets of paper are loose. You can remove them or put them back in. So that's a loose leaf notebook. So a leaf, besides obviously the part of a tree, the green part of a tree, is also a piece of paper.
Okay.
Okay, moving on. Ken, number 2.
Before getting into a bath, to test the temperature, you plunge your finger or towels into the water. You dip.
Excellent. Right. Used as a verb. To dip something, you might dip, I don't know, tortilla chips into salsa, or vegetables into some kind of tasty type of sauce or something, cheese mix or something like that. Okay. Which is, by the way, is also called a dip, the noun. You can eat a dip. I made guacamole dip a couple weeks ago, for example. Okay. Ken, what does it mean if I tell you I'm going to take a dip after class? What am I going to do?
Take a dip.
After
the class.
Yeah.
It's not related to this sentence.
No, totally well, maybe it's related to the sentence, actually.
Take a dip, maybe take a bath, take a shower.
You're very close. Go for a swim. It's a colloquial way to say go for a swim. In fact, if you're going to go swimming naked with no clothes, that's called skinny dip. Going for a skinny dip. Okay. Another odd, maybe odd, maybe odd definition. Dip, again, colloquial or slang. Dip is chewing tobacco. Okay, I don't know if anybody does this in the world except for some Americans, baseball players or whatever. Chewing tobacco, they put the tobacco in their mouth and hold it in their mouth and spit the juice out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I often see that in Major League.
Yeah, right, there you go. Baseball players are kind of known for this.
Because they spit. I thought they are chewing gum, but chewing tobacco. I see.
Well, yeah, traditionally it's chewing tobacco. More and more of them, of course, trying to live healthy lifestyles, do chew gum.
Okay.
It is gum a lot now. Right, but anyway, yeah, dip. Can I have a dip? Or you take a dip, you put a dip in your mouth. The pinch that you're taking out, that you hold in your fingers, is actually the dip, or a dip. A dip of chewing tobacco. It's like a measurement. It's like saying a spoonful of sugar, a dip of chewing tobacco. It's a quantifier, actually. Okay. Dip can also mean like a dip in the road. The road suddenly goes down vertically. A sudden vertical drop is also a dip. Okay, moving on. Senior, number 3.
If you are walking and water reaches knee deep, you wade through it.
Very good. Verb, to wade. roughly knee deep. It can be ankle deep. It can be up to your, maybe even up to your waist, anywhere between your feet and your waist. You're wading in water. That is to say, walking in water. Very good. V, number 4.
Yeah, the outside part of the book is called the cover.
Yeah, as I was talking with Salvatore about
Mhm.
earlier, obviously cover has a lot of other meanings. V, do you know any other meanings of cover?
Cover something up.
Yeah, right. To enclose something with a top or a lid to cover it. That's right. Um, right. A cover, which can be a noun or a verb. You cover something with a cover, obviously. Cover is also, cover is useful if you're in a gunfight. V.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like so. What's worse, cover a song, to cover a song, to sing through.
Yeah, right. It's something you hide behind in a gunfight is cover. Right? Or something so you can't be seen by the people shooting at you, like camouflage is cover. And yeah, good, Salvatore. Cover band, right. What's a cover band, Salvatore?
Cover band is a band that sing the songs from other singer.
That's right. Right. They sing songs which are originally done by another singer or another band. That's right. And that song is actually can be referred to as a noun, a cover. They played a cover, and maybe they played a cover of uh, whatever. They played a cover of "I Want to Hold Your Hand," whatever, something like that. Okay, Salvatore. While I got you, how about number 5?
Okay. I don't like mountain roads and turn very sharply. Mm, Let me think. The the twist.
Yes, very good. Twist. Okay. Okay. So twist. What is something you twist?
Mm, Maybe twist means in this sentence when you drive the car in the mountain, you don't you don't have the street directly, right? In this sentence.
Well, it's not straight, right? The many turns is what a twisting road has many
Yes.
turns. Twist has to do with turning or spinning. Yeah, you turn your ankle. Actually, you can say turn your ankle, right, Senia? Twist your ankle. Very common injury. Maybe your wrist. The cap on the top of your soda bottle or juice bottle might be a twist off. You twist the cap and it comes out open. You'd spin it around. Uh,
Okay.
it's also a
Is
dance.
a way.
Hmm?
Sorry, teacher, for
Uh,
interrupt. Is a way. Is it also a way to dance twist?
yes, it is. I was just going to ask you, do you know how to do the twist, Salvatore? Can
No, I don't have the twist but I saw the movie Blues Brothers uh, where it sang twist. I remember this.
there you go. Yeah. All right. Yeah, there's a few songs that have the twist. Peppermint Twist, Twist and Shout. Okay, there you go. Yeah, you rotate your body back and forth. do the twist. By the way, you do a dance is the verb we use. All right, let's
Okay.
you do a dance, you do the foxtrot,
Okay.
you do the twist, like that. Okay, Sinya, how about number 6?
Something which is written in jargon uses too many difficult or technical words for no good reason.
Well, I don't know about for no good reason. It's written in jargon because that's what the people, your audience, or you're speaking because you expect the people to understand those words. Can you give me any examples of jargon, Senior?
Mm. I don't know.
Okay. Jargon has to do with something that people that maybe it's an interest. I'm really interested in painting, perhaps, so you know the names of different kinds of brushes, or you know the names of specific styles of painting, or it can have to do with employment. I was a chef for many years, so I'm sure I know jargon that you have no idea what it means. Senior, what does it mean when I 86 the lamb chops? What does that mean?
86?
Yep, I need to 86 the lamb chops. What does that mean?
I think it's oh my god, this kind of shop is open all day long at night. No?
No, okay.
No, I don't know.
Lamb chop is a specific dish. So if I 86 lamb chops, that means I take them off the menu. We've run out. We don't have any more. So there you go. You have no idea because that's jargon. I would expect any other, at least American chef or cook to instantly know what that means. This is occupation-related jargon. So we use jargon because we expect the people will understand it. So anyway, I don't know about this for no good reason. Well, I think there is a good reason because you're communicating with other people who know those words. So it may be technical, it may be difficult, but jargon can also be like 86. That's not technical or difficult. It's slang, but it's slang that everybody in the industry knows. Okay, anyway. So I kind of slight disagreement with the sentence there. All right. Oh, who's this? Oh, it's Ken again. Hi, Ken.
Yes, I was disconnected, so.
Oh.
Here. Okay.
I'm sorry. So sorry to hear that. Okay. You want to try number 7 since you're back?
Yeah. Another word for a lot is
Blank.
Yeah. Lot of.
A load of. Yeah. Yes, and that has variations. You can say a boatload of, a pants load of. Kind of funny one. Sometimes I've heard other even more creative ones. Yeah. Okay, a load of something. A load of money. I have a load of time. Whatever. Anything that you would use a lot of, you can use a load. How about number 8, please?
People with poor eyesight can get special books which use large prints.
Yep, large print. You know another word for print size and print type? Actually, more print type.
Print type.
You know the word for that?
Yeah, the binocular. No. I forget. The glass something.
Well, it's the font.
Font.
You pick your font like New Roman, Cambria, whatever, the different styles of writing, italics that you can use. Yes. Scale, also used for size. Sure. Yeah. All right. Words related to print, the actual letters, style and size-wise, are related to print. Okay. Number 8, Salvatore, please. Sorry, number 9. I'm sorry, number 9.
Okay. When you cook the stomach of a cow, it is called mm, it is called uh, jargon.
No. Jargon is like the words specific to a specific interest or industry or what have you. Jargon means like slang or specifically related words, vocabulary. So, no, I would not eat jargon.
Maybe grip.
Sorry, again?
Grip.
Grip. Nope. Grip is something you do with your hands. When you hold something tightly, you grip it. No. Tripe. Tripe. Yes, that's it.
Tripe. Okay.
Have you ever had tripe, Salvatore?
No, teacher. No, I don't like to eat tripe, teacher.
I don't either. It's disgusting, in my opinion. Well, I had to eat it a few times when I was a kid. You know, my mother made it or my grandmother. I don't know, but it's disgusting. Didn't like it then. Still don't like it. Be a little careful, Salvatore. Stomach of a cow. Ow, ow, ow. Not cow. Cow. Yes.
Cow. Okay.
Cow. That's better. All right, Ken. Back to you. Number 10.
Hold on something very tightly and you blank it.
Hold on something very tightly and you blank. Oh,
Yeah,
that was your answer. Blanket? Like sheets in a blanket? Okay, sorry.
You grip it?
Grip it.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Grip is the motion of holding something tightly in your hands. That's it. It can also be like you put grips on your bike, okay? The part that you grab is a grip, or you put grips on a pistol. The part that you're holding in your hand is the grip. Some devices or whatever, bikes, you might have grips on the handlebars, special grips, grip on a pistol, anything you might hold in your hand. Yeah. That's it. Okay, now let's get to some serious idioms here, and a whole lot of them. Okay, we're going to do a couple things. We're going to talk about the idiom itself. We're going to take turns reading the sentence, talk about the idiom in the sentence, and make a guess as to what type of reading material they may be commenting about in the sentence. Novel, reference book, teen magazine, legal document. I will tell you that some of them can definitely only be one. Some of them could be more than one possible type, found in more than one kind of reading material. Senia, number 1.
My boyfriend think it's just a load of tripe. A teenage magazine.
Very good. And what does your boyfriend think? What does that mean? A load of tripe?
It's just stupid things.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Stupid things, meaningless things. Yeah. Nonsense things, worthless things. Yeah. Or it can be, yes, you're absolutely correct, but also it can be lies. Yeah, just you can use this idiom to refer, somebody tells you a big long story. I flew to the moon. I made a giant paper airplane and flew to the moon or something. You might say, well, that's a load of tripe. None of that's true. To basically emphasize that it's all a lie. It's all not true in its entirety is the idea. V, number 2, please.
I had to wade through page after page of jargon to read a legal document.
What's that? It might be in a legal document? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yes. Yes, legal papers are infamous for jargon, absolutely. Right. Okay, so the idiom, wade through, what does that mean? What does that imply?
I think it is used struggle to read the content. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like
Right.
you wade through a river.
Right. It's a lot easier to walk down the street than to walk through knee-deep water. Takes a lot more effort. Right. So it's slower, it takes more effort. That's the idea. We also, we use it for reading, like as you said in this example, that's what they're saying. Also, you might have to wade through a lot of paperwork is also a very common collocation. It definitely has to do with like paper reading, documents writing, usually. You wouldn't use it for any, like actions. You wouldn't say I have to wade through a lot of housework this afternoon. That makes no sense at all. Something to do with papers and paperwork. I had to wade through a ton of documents to find the right one, something like that. Anything really to do with papers and reading. Salvatore, number 3.
I love dipping into it from time to time to check dates and mm, 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 mm,
Hmm.
mm, maybe reference book.
There you go. Very good. He's finding various pieces of information. Dipping into. Okay. What does that mean, Salvatore? What does that imply?
Dipping maybe means that you put you are very concentrated or interested to read that book.
No, not really. It's like potato chips. You dip them into the dip. Okay, French onion dip, let's say, whatever, maybe sour cream and some spices and whatever. You're not going to eat, nobody is going to sit there and eat a giant bowl full of dip. It would make you sick. Plus, it's quite disgusting because it's very fattening. So you take out a little bit. That's it. So if you're dipping into the reference book, it refers to you're not reading the whole thing. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't like it. It doesn't. That's irrelevant. But you're just reading one little part.
Okay.
Just you dip your finger into the bathtub to see if it's hot. You're not jumping right in with your whole body. Just a little bit. That's the whole idea. With dip. Okay. All right, moving on.
Right.
Ken, number 4.
I read her last one from cover to cover in one day. An interesting novel.
Yeah. It would have to be interesting. All right. Yeah, why? From cover to cover? What does that mean?
Maybe from the front cover to back cover.
That's it. It's actually quite literal. Right.
But why her last one? Her novel. The her is the author of this novel.
Yeah, her is the author of the novel. That's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. And the last one here is used as a pronoun to refer to novel. Yeah. That's it. Okay, from cover to cover, you could say from front to back, still from beginning to end. You might say, yeah. Okay, Senior, number 5.
There is a brilliant twist at the end. A novel.
A novel. Okay. What does that mean? A twist at the end, or a plot
Um,
twist? Very common as well.
unexpected, unexpected ending, something
That's
like
it.
that.
Hmm. Or a plot twist when something changes in the plot. Unexpected is very much important. Yeah, certainly. Okay. So you might see a plot twist in a book, in a movie, in a series, something like that. Okay, very good. V, number 6, please.
Yeah. It's too highbrow, far too intellectual for my taste.
Okay.
Checking a legal document again.
Uh, mm, Possibly. I don't think so, actually. I think we're talking about a novel here, maybe some classic, really thick novel.
But
Perhaps.
intellectual.
Yeah.
So
So possibly some novel that's very difficult to read because it's got a lot of big words and it's all right. You know, for some people. For example, the one book I could just never read. I really, sincerely have tried like 3 or 4 times. Um, is the book Moby Dick by Herman Melville. Oh my God, it's just so dry and boring and highbrow. Highbrow means okay, it's got a lot of big words. It's very intellectual. It has whatever deep symbolism. Um, it's concerned with very intellectual ideas, and okay, it's probably a long book. It's probably a book that you have to wade through or plod through page by page very carefully in order to really understand the meaning. Yeah. Um, Not really. It's probably long. Mostly it's the idea that it uses a lot of big words. You're going to have to look up 3 words in every single sentence. That's the idea. Um, I say I understand why you would say legal document, but uh, we don't really use this to talk about like documents. It doesn't quite fit. Um,
yeah, get it. Because
yeah,
when
yeah,
I read The Hobbits, I feel the same.
yeah.
There are so many ancient words there, so it's really difficult for me to understand. So
Mm,
too
right.
intellectual.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we just don't use it for legal documents. Um, there is an opposite, which is in this case, the obvious opposite, lowbrow. You might refer to a teenage magazine as being very lowbrow, kind of for dummies, not very intellectual, very shallow, concerned with how to put on makeup and things like that. Well, not exactly intellectual material. Salvatore, number 7, please.
Number 7. It's only light reading, but some of the articles can be quite informative.
Uh-huh.
Probably a novella.
It could be a novel, actually. No, it can't be a novel. What am I thinking? No, it can't be. Novels don't have articles. Novels have
But
chapters.
yes, yes. Uh, a reference book.
Hmm. Reference books, I don't really think we're ever going to say are light reading. That just doesn't. That's like saying a peaceful army. That doesn't make sense. And I think it's definitely going to be a teenage magazine, chiefly here because articles. You find articles in a magazine or a newspaper. There's no articles in a document, a novel, or a reference book. Okay. Only magazines have articles, each separate piece written by a separate author with a separate topic. Not one continuous thing in a magazine. So newspapers and magazines have articles. Now, on the other hand, a novel can be light reading. You would never say a reference book or a legal document are light reading. That's not possible. What does that mean, Salvatore? Light reading.
Light reading means that the book is simple to read, to understand.
That's it. Simple to read in and understand. Okay. All right. Very light. Okay. As opposed to being very heavy. Oh, that's a heavy thought. Oh, okay. If a thought is heavy, or that's a heavy idea. Okay. All right. It's more highbrow, intellectual, difficult to understand, complicated, as opposed to something that's very light. It's very surface and easy. Oh, very good. Salvatore, call me Ishmael. Yeah, God, I hate that book. I can confess now I had to cheat in university. I had to buy one of those little books that summarize the novel. Really, it's the only time I had to do that. I just couldn't get through it. It's just impossible. Okay, sorry about that. That's wrong click there. Okay. Oh, well, all right. Well, I just basically described it, but all right. Ken, number 8.
Number 8. Some chapters were fairly heavy going.
Yeah.
Chapters sounds like a novel.
Yeah, novel. Maybe it could be a reference book too. Reference books sometimes have chapters. One or the other. Yep. Okay, and I basically described it, but what's heavy going?
Heavy going, difficult to read.
Yeah, the opposite of light reading.
Mm-hmm.
And heavy going can be very physical as well. Oh, we climbed the mountain and it was extremely steep and it had been raining, so it was slippery. It was pretty heavy going. All right, Sinya, number 9.
Make sure you read the small print before signing a legal document.
Absolutely. All right, what are they talking about here? Read the small print.
It's usually unfair part of agreement, maybe make you to pay more percent of something, or maybe you should go all your business to this guy, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, the first thing I think of is credit card applications. You know? Yeah, read the small print. It can be quite literal. Actually, look at the document, and quite literally, it's common practice to have small print on the bottom. Also, in things like medication. Okay, you buy some kind of medication, and there might be directions written on the bottle, on the label on the bottle, and there might be small print. Caution: side effects may include headache, loss of sleep, dizziness, anxiety, sick stomach, diarrhea, violent epilepsy. I don't know. You know. All right, they put that in the small print. It can also be used. So occasionally, I have heard it also used for example. Not really specifically in terms of the documentation, but for example, my friend's going to the bank to get a loan. I might kind of jokingly, tell him, make sure you read the small print. Okay, so, just kind of advising him to be careful in like legal matters or whatever. I did it again. Yeah, make sure you understand it thoroughly is what I'm telling him. All right, V, number 10.
I read or I read. I
Yeah,
read it and
past tense.
I read it and reread it, but I couldn't make head nor tail of it. It's novel.
Well, actually, okay. In reality, that could be any of them. What does that mean? I couldn't make head nor tail of it.
Yeah.
What's
I completely don't understand.
That's it. Completely don't understand. Now, all right, that's fine. It can be used for written material. It could be used it could be used because I'm a policeman and I come on a really bizarre crime scene. I don't know what happened here. I can't make head nor tail of it. It could be that you tell me a story and the story is so wild and strange I don't really understand it. I couldn't make head nor tail of it. Or yeah, it could refer to anything that you don't understand. It doesn't have to be about written material, although it's commonly about written material. Oh, I listened to his lecture and I couldn't make head nor tail of it. I didn't know what he was talking about. All right, Salvatore, number 11, please.
Okay. I gave up after about. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
Maybe a legal document.
Well, nobody's going to get into a legal document. Okay, what is couldn't get into it? What does that mean, Salvatore?
Means that you can't read because or is too difficult or is too boring.
Well, if you're into something, you really enjoy it and it excites you. So, no one would say, "Ooh, a legal document. Woo, this is awesome. I can't wait to read a whole bunch of legal documents." Oh, yeah, I can't wait to relax, get home from work, and read a bunch of legal documents about signing up for a credit card. Nobody gets into that. Nobody who's sane, anyway, in my opinion, would get into that. So get into is not really about, it's about enjoyment. I'm really into whatever. I'm really into fishing. I really love it. Okay. So I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't enjoy it. That's it. So it's probably about a novel. My example of Moby Dick, I could not get into it. Yeah, partly because it's highbrow and heavy going, and that may be a reason why you're not into it. That's true. That would be a likely reason you're not into a book. But you can be not into, oh, I'm not into fishing. I don't like sitting there. It's too boring. Okay. You can be into anything. Into cooking or not into anything. Okay. Into anime, anything that interests you and you enjoy. All right, moving on. Ken, number 12.
You have to be patient at the beginning. It takes a while to get going.
Okay.
Sounds like a novel to me.
Does to me too. What does that mean? It takes a while to get going.
Like it takes some time to get into.
Yeah, to get interesting and exciting. Yeah, and we can also say it's really slow in the beginning. We just call it slow. Slow paced is what we mean. Not a lot of action, not one thing happening after another. Maybe a lot of boring description. A lot of novels are kind of like that. All right. Xenia, number 13.
He's gripping, absolutely reverting, right to the very end.
Okay. Yeah, and what would that refer to?
Novel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Definitely. I can't imagine somebody saying this about a document. Gripping and absolutely riveting. What does that mean? Is the reader enjoying it or not?
It's breathtaking.
Breathtaking, even. Okay. We
Very
generally
interesting.
very interesting, very exciting. Probably a lot of action. One thing happening after another, plot twist after plot twist. So you can't wait to see what the next surprise is, like that. Breathtaking, Senia, we tend to use that for visual things, like scenery, a painting, usually visual stimuli, I guess.
Not for book.
Yeah, I wouldn't use it for a book, probably. Probably not. Okay, riveting. Riveting, by the way, if you're unfamiliar, he's riveted to the screen. Okay. To rivet is actually to connect, usually two metal pieces with a. It's a kind of a. It's like a screw or a nail or something, but you pop it in and then you squash the other side of the rivet so it holds. It fastens two pieces of metal together. So if you're riveted to your computer screen, it means you're staring at it and you're like attached to it. You're stuck to it. If the book is riveting, you can't put it down. It's like it's attached to you. That's the idea. And speaking of that, V, number 14.
I just couldn't put it down till I finished it. I think it's a novel.
A novel? Okay.
Yeah.
A good novel?
Yeah, a good novel.
A good novel, okay. A real page turner. There's another one. Oh, I think you'll like this book. It's a real page turner. Here's another expression to use. It's gripping, it's riveting, I couldn't put it down. I was really into it. All of those are positive positive descriptions of probably a novel. Yeah. All right, Salvatore, number 15.
It's full of interesting tidbits about history.
I think that is a typographical error there. I think it's supposed to be tidbits. Tid. T-I-D. Tidbits. Hyphenated.
Tidbits.
Now I write tidbutts. Okay. Can't get this right, man. Tidbits. Tidbits. What are tidbits?
Tidbits.
Yeah.
I don't know, teacher. I don't know what is it.
Yeah, okay. Tidbits are little things. Okay, tidbits about history, little pieces of information. Tidbits can be little bite-sized snacks as well. Oh, I have a little interesting tidbit of information for you. There's another common usage. I have a little piece of information for you. Tidbits are little pieces, basically, used for information, whether generally the word information or like about history here. Okay, or it can often refer to food. Anything else? No, usually information or food. It's a way to quantify like little pieces of whatever, information or food. Oh, there was some delicious little tidbits of food at the party, I guess. Ken, number 16. Oh, this is awkward.
Okay, it's put downable. I'm sure it's going to be a real blockbuster.
Okay.
Sounds like a novel.
Yeah, it sounds like a novel. I've never heard this word before. I think the author of this material just made it up. Unputdownable. Really? Okay. Well, on the other hand, in English, you can pretty much make up your own adjectives whenever you feel like it by combining other words together. That's an acceptable practice. I don't know how popular that particular word is.
According to the dictionary, unputdownable means you cannot put down. Because,
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Yeah, that's clear. Oh, yeah, the meaning is very clear.
Okay.
Yeah, for me anyway. I didn't even talk about it because it seemed obvious to me. So, okay, it's in the dictionary. All right. Great. I guess it's a real word then. It's not exactly an idiom, though. How about a real blockbuster? Now, that is definitely an idiom. Ken, what is a blockbuster?
Blockbuster also used for movies.
Yes.
Like big hit.
Yes, big hit.
Like Star Wars or something.
Like Star Wars, right. When is that coming out? Very soon, right?
December 11th, 6:30. All over the world.
6:30. Yeah, I see. You've got it marked down on your calendar. I see.
Because I went to the theater. I watched the big kind of display.
6:30. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that's good news. All right. I'm sure that will be a real blockbuster. The idea is one square. The streets in a square. Inside that square is a block. That's a city block. Blockbuster refers to the concept of the people are lined up to go see this movie, and the queue or the line goes all the way around the block. Thus, blockbuster, very popular. Chiefly used for movies. All right, Senior, 17.
It's a good read every month. Magazine.
Yeah, absolutely. What a coincidence. 17. 17 is the name of a teenage magazine. Coincidence? I think not.
Advertisement.
I think they did that on purpose here. Okay. All right, it's a good read. Well, obviously, that's positive. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. It is what it is. It's quite literal. All right. V, number 18.
Yeah, it's a must for anyone going there. Is that a reference book?
A reference book? What kind of a reference book?
Travel book.
Travel guide.
Travel guide.
Yeah, travel guide books. It's a specific type of reference book. Yeah. Okay. It's a must. All right. Whatever. You can use this about novel. Sure. Anyone who has that interest, okay. It's a must for anyone who enjoys science fiction. You can also use this for products. Oh, okay. This easy to use water purification system is a must for anyone who enjoys camping and wilderness survival. Great. All right. Perfect.
Sorry, but I don't understand going there. I think that literally mean going somewhere.
Yeah, it literally means going there. All right. So you have a Fodor's, very famous travel guide publication or books, Fodor books.
Yeah, but it's figuratively. So what does it mean?
Sorry?
If it's not literally, but figurative. Figurative. Oh, I don't know.
Figurative.
Yeah, figurative meaning. So going there. So how can you explain in this case?
I can't. This is very literal. So this person is referring I mean, we don't have the information, but they're referring to a specific travel destination.
Yeah, because you told me that we can use for products or.
Oh yeah, so it's a must for anyone who enjoys camping. All right,
Yeah.
great. It's a must for anyone who drives long distances. Whatever. It's common. It's a must for anyone who blah 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 who is going there. Okay. All right. We already talked about highbrow and lowbrow. Gossip, trivial information can be considered as lowbrow. Okay. Let's look at some metaphors of reading and books. Okay, referring to books actually in the idiom. Let's see if we can try these. It's in the form of a dialogue here. Salvatore, number 1.
Okay. Karen's very interesting, isn't she? If you want to know anything, ask her. Oh yes, she's blank. She's mm,
She's a wealth of information. She's a know-it-all. She knows a lot. What's the idiom here?
an open book.
No, an open book means that she's got nothing to hide. She has no skeletons in her closet. Actually, the answer would be she's very well read. Somebody who is clearly well educated. We would say they're very well read. Probably because they know something about many different things. Okay. Next one. Ken, are you back?
Yes.
Okay. Number 2.
Jim, why can you never find anything on your desk? Because I'm naturally untidy. I know. I'm going to blank. I promise. I'm going to turn over a new leaf.
Excellent. All right. Make a new start. Okay. Turn over a new leaf. Okay. Well, all right. If you turn the page on something, I've turned the page on that part of my life. It means you've put it behind you, you've moved on, you've changed something about your situation or even your character, or possibly you've moved to another place. Okay, kind of similar idiom here. Turn over a new leaf. You change something about yourself. You start something new. Senior, number 3.
Brenda completely ignored me this morning. I have put my foot in it yesterday. She's just not in a good mood at the moment. That's all. I wouldn't. Okay. Judge a book by its cover.
No, judge a book by its cover means for a person, means to judge them by their external characteristics, only their appearance and maybe
Yes.
first impression.
Read too much indeed.
That's it. Don't read too much into it. Okay, don't take something too seriously.
It's like blow an elephant from fly.
Sorry?
It's something about blow an elephant from a fly. No, we don't have such idiom.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. Okay. Make a mountain out of a molehill, maybe.
Yes, then
Okay.
maybe.
Flies and elephants, mountains and molehills, same thing. Okay. Sure. You reminded me of that, so thank you. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that. Very good. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Don't make a big deal about something that's very small. Don't read too much into it. It's very similar. All right. Don't overly analyze it. Basically, it's not that important. Okay, and maybe last one here for today. V, number 4.
Yeah. What I like about Susan is her openness and honesty. Yes, what you see, just what you get. She's an open book.
She's an open book. Okay. Yeah, no hidden skeletons. She's easy to understand like that. Okay, and the other two, which we didn't talk about, I did talk about. Judge a book by its cover, judge something by its first impressions, and reading between the lines, inferring information. If you read between the lines, you infer something that's not directly spoken. Well, out of time. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you in a couple weeks when I get back. So take care. Have a great day.
Thank you.